Good morning, team. It's a bright, sunny day out. Unfortunately, we have a patient presenting with chronic actinic dermatitis, phlegmon, and ileitis.
I think it might be Crohn's disease, given the symptoms.
I disagree. It seems more like hypokalemic periodic paralysis to me.
What about a severe case of leptospirosis causing these symptoms?
Maybe it's something related to a vitamin D deficiency leading to these issues.
You were all close, but Leslie is correct. It's hypokalemic periodic paralysis. We need to act fast. Perform an esophagectomy immediately.
But doctor, that's an extremely risky procedure. Are you sure that's the right call?
It is risky, but in times like these, the patient needs our utmost care and respect. The removal of their esophagus is what's best for them at this time.
You're suspiciously cheery today.
Why wouldn't I be? I believe a good night's rest and a well-balanced breakfast is a great way to start your day. Off to the esophagectomy you go.
Hawks, come in. I heard you want to perform esophagectomy on a patient with suspected hypokalemic periodic paralysis. Where on earth did you get such a ridiculous idea?
Well, Tracy, I actually learned about this procedure from a fortune cookie last night.
Oh, you better be shitting me.
Give me about 2 days and I'll prove it to you. Faster if you shove some prunes down my throat.
That's disgusting. I'm really intrigued to see how a fortune cookie enlightened you on the path of an esophagectomy for this case.
Last night I got some Chinese takeout and they come with these cute little cookies. This one included a note that said the following. Oftentimes it is not what is on the outside, but what lies within a person. That must be changed before the outside changes.
Good God, you've lost it.
Don't be silly. I have the note right here. And no, it's not coming out of my ass.
Just get out of my office.
Our patient is in critical condition, Gary. We need to figure out what went wrong with the esophagectomy.
I think I have an idea, Randall. Esophagectomy was not the correct treatment for hypokalemic periodic paralysis, despite Dr. Hawks's insistence.
You're right, Gary. We need to act fast. What do you think the right treatment should be?
I don't have any ideas for the right treatment. This treatment was so obviously wrong.
Well, given the mood Hawks is in, I think I'm more fearful of his reaction today than ever.
Esophagectomy wasn't right for hypokalemic paralysis.
Dr. Hawks, we are deeply sorry for the misdiagnosis and the wrong treatment. What do you think the correct diagnosis is then?
Yes, please tell us how we can rectify this mistake, Dr. Hawks.
We need to fix this, but we can only do it with your guidance. What should we do now?
Please, Dr. Hawks, we need your expertise to help save the patient.
What's the correct diagnosis?
I'll have to think about it. I didn't think we had it wrong at first. But if the patient is in critical condition, something must have gone wrong. Give me a bit. I'll think it over lunch.
You seem rather calm regarding the circumstances. We removed an entire esophagus.
Yeah, I'd order a new one for the patient, but they're seemingly low in supply.
That's ridiculous, Gary. There were spares from previous operations in the freezer this morning we could have checked.
Look, don't worry about it. We will figure this out as a team. Good afternoon, Johnson. How's oncology world going for you?
About the same as usual. Some good cases, some not so good. Had to deliver the news to one patient that she didn't have much time left.
That's too bad. How'd you break the news to her?
The way I do all of my... Wait a minute. Since when are you not aloof to what I'm talking about?
Sorry if it's too personal.
No, it's just that you seem more interested in what's going on with me for once.
It's pretty boring today. We had an esophagectomy go wrong and we're still not sure what's wrong with the patient.
That sounds serious. Got any bright ideas yet?
Not yet. What's the issue with your patient?
She has hypochondroplasia, but it's...
That's what my patient has. See ya.
Oh God. He plagiarized the diagnosis. Brilliant.
I figured it out, guys. Hypokalemic periodic paralysis was a misdiagnosis.
Hawks, you can't just barge in here like that without proper gear. What were you thinking?
This is a sterile environment, Hawks. You could compromise the patient's safety.
I completely take responsibility for my errors. Anyway, I diagnosed our patient with hypochondroplasia.
Hypochondroplasia? Are you sure about that? What's the prognosis?
I'm positive. The prognosis for hypochondroplasia is relatively good given the right treatment.
How did you come up with this new diagnosis, Hawks? And during lunch with Dr. Johnson, no less.
Sometimes you just have to think outside the box. Trust me, I've done my research.
You probably just stole a symptom that Johnson has going on with his patient.
I wouldn't say stole, more like inspired. Tracy, I apologize for getting it wrong earlier. It was actually hypochondroplasia, not hypokalemic periodic paralysis.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Hawks. You corrected the error in the end, and that's what matters most.
I know. I just wish I hadn't burdened the patient with the wrong procedure. It's my fault completely.
That is not the Hawks I know. By now, you should be telling me more about the fortune cookie.
The fortune cookie. Oh, yeah. Diana kinda made that up.
I figured, given that in the time span when you would have ordered takeout and gone to sleep in room 302, that would have been impossible. You never left the hospital last night, and we have the security cameras indicating you made a stop to the pharmacy when it was closed. I'm giving you the chance now to tell me the truth.
There's nothing to discuss.
An audit was performed this morning. A major discrepancy was noted that happened to be the same name of the pills you pilfered a few months ago. Last warning. Well, Hawks.
Today was going nice. At least I thought so. If you want things to go back to the way they were, before I did this very nice thing for both of us, then so be it. Stay the fuck away from me. I have a job to continue fighting for, even if it means suppressing the amount of pain you put me through.